Because I probably it was saving on your end instead of mine. If you're... So, okay, so he had not a very good starting hand.
Oh, so he had writing and tools. Yep. So he had tools already, and
Yeah, so
he, of course, and he went straight for maths, of course.
so draw canal building and play because I had ores. And I think I drew city states here. And I think I drew again because I liked ores there, so I wanted to keep. And
Yeah,
then
it's
I
good
got
just to see,
yes.
you're seeing what is the card in the other player's hand, so that is quite useful.
Yeah. And but now I don't remember if I got that. My other starting card was masonry.
Okay.
And now I got mysticism, I think.
Nice.
So he got fermenting, which of course with ore is not great. And map making.
Okay, so that's what you scored through ores.
Yeah, so I used ores. I gave him metalworking. And and then I knew he had metalworking because the hand was revealed. So I played mason. So we played mono.
Yep. I mean, we knew that canal building will get used, of course.
So that stage, yeah, I got the wheel, which was.
Yep.
So he played math, and I started drawing. Yeah, here I was a bit worried because if he had found machinery, would have stolen the whole hand.
Yes.
But on the other hand, I had so many crowns that I think it wasn't too bad. Like I had 2 or 3 crowns. So.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's where I was curious is that, because I knew he had fermenting in hand, and I'm like, okay, so pyhuang does not want to lose fermenting, which is why he drew an extra 2 and then used it with mathematics. And that unfortunately covered alchemy.
Yeah, like this is not exactly how you want things to be, because also, I mean, you can take a risk and hope that I explode, but if I don't, then it's really risky. Yeah, so here at this stage I had, I think, found currency, and I had enough to do masonry, and I had agriculture and pottery. So I was thinking, like, should I was afraid of alchemy making everything explode, but I thought maybe getting the crowns, all the, like, playing pottery and having everything explode would have been terrible, because then I would have like 1,000 ones to get rid of. And so I thought it was better to use masonry. So
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
I had to cover ores, and I wasn't so happy about that. But
Yep. But sometimes you have to.
yeah. I mean, it was a 1 point, so I thought.
Exactly, yeah.
So he drew.
And what was the 2 you had scored through ores?
Map making.
Map making. Yep. I forgot. Because I was wondering if it was maths, and then of course he melded maths.
So here I forced him to play tools.
Yeah. That was kind of painful, but you know what? He had a paper in hand, so
Yes. But also this way I could play Potter as well.
yep. That seems to be your go-to card, right?
Well, I mean, if it is easy, like,
Yes. Yeah,
I mean, it's not. Yeah, so he
it
played.
does double the trick.
Yeah, yeah. Not. I mean, here he probably wanted something like navigation, I guess, or like with navigation of gunpowder, it would have been turned into a different game, I think. Um,
Well, navigation, you had navigation.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I return translation with a heavy heart. Like the other
Oh, I see.
the other cards like will
Okay.
had fermenting currency, agriculture, and code of laws.
Okay. Right.
And like one thing that pottery doesn't do is draw cards quickly. So like you can be
Hmm.
stuck in lower
Right.
ages when the other person is doing crazy stuff. So in the idea of having um, fermenting to deplete the stacks if necessary, and also code of laws just to have another leaf on the board to make it even faster. Thought it was
Yeah.
worth it. So okay.
Now, see, here I wondered if you were going to use city states, but then I realized, hey, I see tools, and tools could actually
Yeah,
screw up pottery. You
yes.
don't want to use city states.
Yeah, like, but like at least if you play against me, like and you want to make sure that city state doesn't get used, tools is the way to go. I also had thought maybe to try to like even alchemy. Also, when he had alchemy, I thought about it, but like I didn't want to release math
Hmm.
when I forced him again. And
Yeah, I thought, having road building is a great idea, and it keeps the castles the same.
yeah, also he didn't
And
have much choice. I
hmm,
mean, like everything was red.
yeah, and what was it? I was wondering that, when he used road building and melded colonialism and engineering,
Mhm.
and of course, I mean, he should have known that you will probably use domestication. So instead of engineering, he should have melded construction,
Mm.
but
Yeah,
didn't. But that's just my thinking. So
yeah. So here I went for the score again. Actually, he couldn't taken two. Like I completely forget about canal building all the time.
I know, I really expected him to take the second achievement, but he didn't.
No, I really I don't consider canal building like this is embarrassing. Like twice in a game. Okay, like I mean he probably thought that it was more important to get uh, things out, but yeah, maybe he should have used canal building and yeah. Well, here I was hoping to use gunpowder a little more.
I know. Gunpowder betrayed you.
Yeah. Also, there was colonialism.
Yep, yep. And and I saw him splay the reds to the left, And then I said, and I totally forgot about colonialism. And then I said, well, why isn't the gunpowder getting used? Well, oh, duh, there's the first factory. So yeah, I'm looking at one player's board and one card
Yeah.
and, you know, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, here I had still machinery. I was thinking if I should steal.
Okay, yeah. I kept wondering about machinery.
Yeah, maybe I should have, but yeah, here there is a stroke of genius, and let's achieve 4 before 3 because we are playing 3D chess instead of doing the obvious things.
Yep, instead of grabbing the third achievement. So that was like, okay, Thomas,
Yeah.
the caffeine hadn't set in. You know what? It's a little early for you, so
No,
we blame caffeine.
yeah, I think no, I really cannot build it. I tend to forget that it exists. Like I was, oh, okay, there is this uh, thing
Well,
that
yeah.
blocks stuff on the yellow stack. That's great.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but that was I was worried about, like losing 4 points. So I said, oh, I should get 4 before 3. 3 is safe. How could I possibly lose 3? uh,
So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So first move is he melts compass and
Steals. Yeah, here again I forgot about monotheism. Rare stroke of genius again. Because I think I don't know actually what my 3 was at this stage. Maybe it was still like I could, instead of doing steam engine, I could have gone with optics, I think, and cover gunpowder, and just instead of giving him 5 points, give him, because I wanted to steal, but like this was not exactly the best exchange.
yep. Now see, the sad part is that he got yellow.
Yeah.
Now here it was interesting is that I expected him to do machinery again, sorry, chemistry again
Mm.
to next turn to lose the 2 so
Mm.
that you could not steal from navigation. And
Mm.
he didn't. But then neither did you, right?
Yeah, like I mean, at this stage, crowns are even. Like even before, like I had to play call to get 5, but even if I wanted to steal, oh no, I could have actually. Yeah. Well, I had to get 5 first, I think. No, because I
Yep.
because
Yep.
otherwise he would have used like canning and
Right.
or chemistry.
Right. And I sort of thought that he could get the purple 6 with factories.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, and I could never remember that card's name, but
Emancipation.
Emancipation. Yeah. Yep. I
There
keep
was only
mixing it.
one problem. It was in my hand.
Okay.
Like here, that's where I got it.
Oh, through fermenting. Okay.
No, I just drew because I was going. It was. It's really nice that they ask you, do you want to share? Because actually, I didn't want to share. Right? Of course, I've
Mhm.
been ahead in leaves the entire game. That's. I should have done it in the other order, like fermenting first and playing translation. It was a mistake. And then so he drew, and then fortunately I had.
Okay, so that's an interesting move he did. I'm surprised. But yeah, that he did paper, but I don't know why he wanted to draw. Maybe he wanted to.
Yeah.
get industrialization and, you know, tuck a lot of cards. It's entirely possible.
Industrialization. He had just tucked it with Kanye.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see it
Or
now.
maybe it's just he thought it was. I mean, he knew I had construction, so
Right, right.
yeah, maybe canning a second time would have been
Mm-hmm.
better. So, mm. I think I should take notes on all the mistakes I made. This was not. I mean, like I had a strong hand and that saved me, but
Yes, you had good cards. Yes, I
like
agree. It was, yep. But he still got two achievements, which is pretty good, actually.
yeah, given the situation, I agree. And also, like I think like
So
I
it
should
was
have killed it earlier. I think like not get like if it gets at this stage, it's still okay, sort of. But like it was not going to get. It was going to become a mess. I think pretty quickly, and I had nothing's played, and
Yeah, that happens too. Yeah,
well, it
that
happens to me a lot because I mean, this is the kind of game that I tend to do by default, like try to get as many points as early as possible and end it.
right. Yep, yep. But you know, you had good cards, but you, okay, despite the mistakes, you still made the best of what you had. And so, yep, let's, and congratulations on winning the tournament.
Thanks.
So, yeah,
I mean, maybe
and
one day we will manage to convince pyhuang to join.
yeah, I
Who
wish,
knows?
yeah.
Maybe he listens to the recording. Hi, pyhuang.
That would be interesting, if he gives us an input and says, hey, you should have said this, I should have done that, and he should have done that. That would be good if he does.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to hear from him.
Yeah, also like as I said some other game, like I rarely can predict what he will do. So clearly we are and he's a strong player, so clearly we are going after different things.
Hmm. Right.
So
But
for me it would be interesting to
right.
understand his thought process because like I really like my way to predict him is like I would do this, probably he will do something else. It's not like a great tool, let's say. Make it. Thanks, Attica, for commentating as always.
All right, you are most welcome, and thank you so much for chatting about the game and replaying the game at the same time. That does great. I love it. You know, looking at all the cards and talking about it is great. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All
And
right.
see you
Mm-hmm.
soon.
Yeah, I'm going to leave. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day, okay?
You too. Bye bye. Bye,
Bye
Attica.
bye.